quilting a quilt often leaves people with a lot of anxiety. But this lovely machine has a whole range of quilt stitches that you can choose. And I've discovered this one. It's called Serpentine. I have changed the settings on it.
Yes.
And I looked at my manual and I got the machine to save it so I could go to it immediately. Yeah. But it's this lovely wavy effect. It's just so great.
It's fabulous. It's a serpentine stitch.
Okay.
And it's great because not all of us are confident at quilting straight lines, are we? And this, again, it's great for borders if you want to fill spaces in. And again, we find it back in the quilt section again. So we're looking back in the quilt section and we're stitch number 20.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
So
I
we can just go
and select. And I think we all remember our favourite stitch settings and numbers, don't we? So we go back into quilts and we go across and it's stitch number 20 here. Yeah. And again, we've got the width and the length, so we can go from 9mm to 5mm long. You know, massive variation. That one has just got a few different variations, just altering the stitch.
Is this the default that I've changed? That's what the machine opens up to.
The default is 5 by 2.
By 2, so that's here.
But then you can stretch it out.
Absolutely.
You can make it a little bit wider. There's so many permutations.
Absolutely.
And it's a fabulous piece for filling in. That's the default setting here.
It looks like waves, doesn't it?
It does.
It's textile girls out there.
And there's a little bit of variegated thread in there, which gives a little bit more depth, and then some plain thread.
Yes.
And it just really is such a versatile stitch for so many things. This is a little piece I did as well, because we quite like using fancy stitches on our binding at times, don't we?
Absolutely.
So again, we've just run some lines down here, and I've altered the settings so it just sits nicely on the binding and holds it all together for us.
Quite interesting looking at your binding there and my quilting stitch, just how different they look, but it's actually from the same stitch.
Yeah, it is. And it's, again, it's just the versatility of the machine. Yeah. There's so many different aspects of it that we can look at and tweak and alter to suit the projects that we're sewing.
And it's really very easy.
It's very, very easy to do as well. And with the facility to save a favourite stitch for yourself, you can set it, say like you have with yours, and then every time you return, it's there waiting for you.
Absolutely. Yes, unlike me, it doesn't forget.
No,
it goes
like
to
most
sleep.
of us, a piece of paper, and then you can't find the piece of paper.
I know. Well, Jane, and I hope that that will help you finish a lot of your quilts, both with the binding and with the quilting stitch, from the same stitch.